Yes, my people. Hello, hello. How you guys doing? We are back here again. This one at the matter we consign our brother Comrade Tony Kabaka as Comrade Emmanuel Agbogun. Don't talk about the matter we happened today. As all of you know, many of you never watched the video. They our platform. The video where Comrade Tony Kabaka take cry, come out say the car where they buy dash am say allegedly say Edo State government they hunt the person wey buy a car, so he don't go return the car. So Emmanuel Agboguna don come back, don come out now, come respond to that particular video for today wetin happen. So make una hear our brother Emmanuel Agbogun wetin he come tell una for this matter so wey concern uh, Comrade Tony Kabaka. Make una hear am.
Yes. Good afternoon, my ever-conscious Edo people. I remain no other person than yours, noble right activist, Comrade I. Bogu Emmanuel. And this very afternoon, I'm talking to you all from a seaside, not within the state, but outside the state and within South Nigeria. Before we proceed, I just want to show you the beautiful landscape, seaside view of what I'm currently enjoying in my location best known to me. And as you all know, the caption of while I'm out this evening is not because we want to hit up the polity in the state. No, it's because for some of us, we believe that there's life after politics, there's life after election, there's life after government. And putting all of this into consideration, we have always promoted the peaceful coexistence of political interests in our state. Very recently, you all saw the onslaught that was targeted towards my person, or because I came out to mention that a certain group of persons who are in the state, are seen to be governor's boys, and they are not informing the populace of the high level of truth they preached before the election. Now the elections are over, where the people need to be seen, the reason why they supported the government of the day. These people ought to be the pioneer of this good government that they once call on the people to support. They are no longer speaking. Nowadays, they show us occasions, they show us parties. They don't even show us the development progress of the state any longer. So, but this afternoon, I am not here, to hit up the polity, as I said earlier. I'm only just here to prevail on well-meaning Edo people, particularly the leadership of Edo State, to please allow opposition to have their peace and their say in the state. Before I go into the subject matter of today's discussion, which everybody is already aware by the caption of my video, if you have noticed some 6-7 days ago, I posted on my platform that I was going to be talking and throwing more light into revenue allocation from FAC to IGRO to borrowings and all that is accrued to our state. My brother, the moment I posted that videos and that research of mine on the social media, I started getting all series of threat calls on my phone. From the reaction I got, I decided to say, let me step it down for now. But God knows that, and heaven knows that I will definitely come out to speak. If we had gotten this sort of reaction when we came out to speak about cement, the government came out to say, come, this is XYZ, this is why our hands are tied. Some of us would begin to see light in what the government is doing. But when it comes to real issues that affect us as a people, the government plays deaf ears to this issue. As I said earlier, if you all go by what is on my caption today, you see that I'm discussing about no other person than the street governor. Some people are gifted, some people are blessed, while some are a product of hard work. If you know Comrade Tony Kabaka Adun very well, you know that he's a man that is down to earth. He's a man that believes in doing what he believes in. He's a man that supports what he believes ought to be supported. For once, I'm not a fan of those hypocritical or hallelujahism style of politics. I play politics of interest. I play politics of genuism. I play politics of what ought to be, and not what is to be, but what ought to be. The truth be said, since the demolition of Comrade Tony Kabaka's over 40-room hotels in Edo State, we have not seen a replacement for that from the government. Now, a kind-hearted citizen somebody who is related to him, somebody who he sees as a senior brother, who is a leader in his own maternal community, came out to say, you are a cheerful giver, you are loved by many, and I also need to reciprocate same gesture to you. What did we get in return? A few days after he was, gifted a Lexus saloon vehicle. What did we get in return? What we got in return was that people from the leadership of Kabaka local government, started this their winch hunt style of politicking and winch hunting to ensure that they remove the Okaigele of Obagi Nevosa. That is one man who has ensured that CDA, in his activities in his state, in his community, is thrown to the trash can of history. I cannot only vouch for any CDA or what they call them Okaigeles in our locality today, but when it has to do with I think his name is Digby, but I really don't know his first name. But that young man, you can hardly see where they say 2 lands are sold to one person in his community. The few issues I had of community trying to take over lands from, the ancestral owners in their community, I know the way and manner he handled such issues. And coming to speak about it, why must government always be the championing of hate in our society? Why must government always be the championing of division in our society? Since the advent of this government, it is either we are divided against ourselves more. Look at across Nigeria, everybody is ensuring that their areas and their states are more secured. What is happening today in Edo State is that we are still playing like a lackadaisical approach to security matters, rather than focus on the core centers of the business of governance. What are we seeing today? We are seeing more of division, political attacks, demolition of people's properties in the name of acquisition of government properties. Why? Whereas senior stakeholders, when I mean senior stakeholders in government, ranging from the 2IC to governor, ranging from the secretary to state government, all live on government-acquired lands. Nobody has demolished their homes. Nobody has even threatened to take them to court for such nefarious and unlawful possession of public properties. The truth be said, I am not an antagonistic fellow, but I believe in championing a cause that exposes the real idea of politics in my society. I want to ask this question, and it is very straight and very open to mankind and to anybody that thinks it or thinks wise to listen to me. I want to ask this, and it's very simple. How come the governor is no longer interested in probing those gray areas of our monies that they say are being looted? Because we all know the secretary to state government as of today was a commissioner to Oshomole for works. The governor today was the what's it called, the chairman economic advisor to Oshomole for works for the economy of Edo State. Now, is there any way Oshomole will take an economic decision that has to do with public and expenditure that these two critical sectors, these two critical office holders will not be in the forefront? Let us put it in the front picture. The Ministry of Works spearheaded the building of the Edo Specialist Hospital that was now seen as not the 5-star Central Hospital that is now known as Edo Specialist Hospital. What has happened to that probe? Let us put that aside. The Benin Water Storm project, there's no way anybody would sweep under the role of Clemagba and that of Osaodionge as the Commissioner for Works. For crying out loud, when will this deceit stop? Comrade Kabaka has not done anything wrong. This is a man that said some harsh words to the governor, came out in the open to apologize. This is a man that has left the corridors of power for over 5 years, and he is still living to the best of his ability. God is still heading him in one way or the other to ensure that his enemies are not seen to be glorifying their activities towards his life. What has a vehicle that has no, in fact, this is not a politician giving him vehicle, a community leader recognizing the fact that Tony Kabaka exists and give him a vehicle. The community leader knows that Tony Kabaka does not only have one vehicle, or he's not looking for a vehicle, but he felt, come, what will I give to this man that this man will appreciate? For crying out loud, what has Tony Kabaka done that you want to use it because of your political interest with him to winch hunt somebody that is leading his community? This kind of lifestyle will further divide us, particularly with the Benis. Oshomole was a governor. How many times did you hear where he sacked Akoko Edo leaders or female leaders from their various communities because they were not supporting the party that he belonged to. This style of hola balu politics, I call it hola balu because it won't take us anywhere. If we talk of street lights, the government is lackadaisical to it. If we talk of medical needs, the government is lackadaisical to it. Security needs, the government is lackadaisical to it. Why is it that now that somebody has given Tony Kabaka a vehicle as a gift? For crying out loud, those state public money was used to share cows and other sort of giveaway gifts to political associates. How many people brought EFCC to winch on them for reckless spending? How many people? As I speak to you, the governor came out to say that President Muhammad Buhari is printing money. President Muhammad Buhari has all the powers wherewithal within the Federal Republic of Nigeria to ensure that he, in fact, not only strangulate the governor as the executive governor of Edo State, but he further ensured that he puts Edo State into his cock. But what has he done? He has allowed politics to strive. The governor today is going about his lawful duty. Who has come to winch on the governor that he said the president was printing monies, even when the CBN governor has come out to refute such statements? The what's it called? The Minister of Finance have also come out to refute such statements. So the truth be said, the way and manner they are doing everything to kill politics and democracy in Edo State, putting it with a coloration of civil attention, but within their hearts they know that they don't like those of us who believe in the wherewithal and the future of Edo people. For crying out loud, what has a car gift got to do with a government that controls nearly 4 billion naira of FAC allocation every month? They will not talk about development. If they use the manner in which they used to look for those of us that are opposition to this government, if they use that same strength to work with Edo people's money, Edo State will become another river state in the making. For crying out loud, the governor claims he's from Oredo. Oredo is the darkest city in Edo State as of today. Oredo is the darkest city. So for me, I will not stop preaching the truth. If you like, threaten me physically, threaten me spiritually, as far as God gives me life, I will continue using my strength to enlighten my people via my social media handle. I am one person that respects people for who they are. I am not coming out to say this because I want to entertain the political audience in our social media space. No. I am coming out to pinpoint my point because I know winch hunting Tony Kabaka has nothing to do with this government. For crying out loud, Tony Kabaka has exited himself from any business of politicking. In fact, even APC party meetings, he no longer attends. So why don't you allow this young man to have peace in his own state? Why? For crying out loud, this man was in court with government. Government went to demolish his hotel. He has not mobilized any form of anarchy in the state, even where he has the capacity to do so. So why can't people respect him? His own brother from his own maternal home came out to give him a vehicle. The government apparatus wants to ensure that they go back and winch on the fellow to remove them from public office. Why all this? Why all this, my dear people? Is this the love we once said that we shared as Edos, or even as Benin, as the case may be? And the most painful part of it is that all of these things are happening. Our leaders, when I mean our leaders, the wherewithal people with state powers, when I mean state powers cutting across all organs of government, they are always silent to these issues. They are always silent to these issues. Do you know how many homes are suffering today because of this kind of backbiting politics we play? Do you know how many homes? So my conscious Edo people, I am only appealing to those of you who supported the governor, particularly those of you who are Torgbarians. You people should always learn to allow constructive criticism. Allow opposition to always have their way and their say. If you are in government, nobody has come to say they want to remove you from government. Nobody is fighting you. Nobody is doing anything. In as much as I'm concerned, the governor has been winning from High Court, Appeal Court. Have you ever seen when the APC came out to criticize him or to cast aspersion as the case may be? The answer is no. So why is it that the government enjoys those lackadaisical approach to matters that affect us as a people? I am Comrade Bogu Emmanuel. I believe in one thing. I believe in the right to freedom of expression. Once you have your right to express yourself, that is the panacea for any society to move forward. You can imagine in a state like ours, where an opposition is being recognized by a member or a supporter of the ruling government, The ruling government is forgetting that that person has worked for them to remain in office. Go and look at the vote that man brought from Obaseki to the governor in the last election in Kabaka. Go and look at the number of votes. So by the time some of us look at these things and we laugh, because they forget that one government exists today, another government will come tomorrow and will also exist. So why the hate? Why this higgity-piggity of bringing down one's happiness all the time, all in a bid to satisfy political interests and to create an atmosphere of painting those people who are not evil to be evil? It is in this delight and it is in this pleasure that some of us are coming out to say, let this stop. Tony Kabaka has not done anything wrong to any group of individuals in the state. Now the man ain't a demolition hotel. Now the man ain't government say make he pay 18 million naira for house. That man has since gone into his quiet zone. Everybody has right to do party. Everybody has right to celebrate whatever success he or she has achieved in life. So if we are not playing politics in the right direction that we ought to play it, what we are expecting that the state to be thrown into anarchy. For crying out loud, I was in Tony Kabaka's house. In fact, everybody knew I was there all day. I got there on Friday. You know, I stayed there till Saturday and till Sunday morning. The truth be said, people that even grease that Tony Kabaka's party are more of people in PDP than APC. This guy is loved by many. He is loved by many, despite the aspersion that has been casted against him. Eralomigo said a lot about him. Eralomigo today and Tony Kabaka are best of friends. When the moment he realized that those informations he was getting was as a result of misinformation, he came out to the open and apologized, and today they are best of friends. Why don't we have this forgiving spirit and move on to ensure that those states is a better place for all? Today, if I tell you the number of people that are planning to wait for me in one junction or the other, or because I am not preaching the hallelujah praises for the governor, there are so many. There are just so many. But the answer to the question I keep asking them, are you the only one that know how to play the Jackie Chan film better? Are you the only one that know how to play the Jackie Chan film better, or that knows how to use all this equipment you feel you can use better? So Comrade Tony Kabaka is one man that, even despite the fact that he generated revenue for government, he still affected lives. He still affected lives. Go around town today to make your inquiries. Women will tell you that they, because of Tony Kabaka, they got this. Because of Tony Kabaka, they got that. Because of Tony Kabaka, they got this. Why are people always looking at the bad side more than the good side? Why? Why are people always looking at the bad side more than the good side? They say we are bad, but now we have allowed them to remain in government and take charge of government after they won the elections. Nobody is coming out to say, governor did not win where he rigged the election. No. They are in court. They are going about their court journey. I was a part and parcel of those people who went to court at the High Court. When I saw that the governor won at the High Court in a matter I never believed he would win, I decided to back out. But that does not mean that my interest as an opposition should be jettisoned, because that is my right, that is my fundamental right as a citizen of the state. I have a right to criticize, and I have a right also to be criticized. So my fundamental human right must not be taken away from me. Comrade Tony Kabaka's fundamental human right must also not be threatened. The moment you decide to threaten someone that associates with a fellow, it's an infringement on his fundamental human right. My Edo people, I will not want to broaden this discussion to not to paint a political coloration. But the answer here is this: what the governor is doing, is he right? What the government led by Governor Godwin Obaseki are doing to Edo people, is he right? Particularly those of us that are in the opposition. There's no day we talk that they don't create political inclination to it. Would they say the Tony Kabaka birthday is an APC party? The who is who in Edo State was there with him to felicitate. I saw youths in PDP that fought against us in the last election, and in fact, many of them came to show me pleasantly. I could imagine somebody who is in the PDP spray money and saw me and gave me more than half of the money that was in his hands as a gift. So what else are we looking for if we cannot live happily after elections? I am coming out to sound this now because very soon assassination will begin to take place and they will say nobody said anything. Now that it is fresh, somebody used his own money he has worked for to buy somebody a gift. They are now wanting to winch on him for giving an opposition member a gift. Is that right? Let political sentiment not becloud our sense of reasoning. That is my position for today. So do not forget, I am Comrade Bogu Emmanuel. My business with Edo State is simple: continuous criticism and constructive approach to criticism. That is my job. If you like, you talk. If you like, you don't talk. The truth about it is that all of us, both Buhari, both Oshomole, both Yaradua, everybody, both Tinubu, all of both name them the who is who, all of us will definitely die one day. So why don't we love ourselves and promote what will bring light and development to Edo State? With all the MOUs that our government have signed, we are still suffering in darkness. Common street light, solar light, they cannot put. But when we talk, they say we are jobless. And I think I have not benefited a stipend from government within the last 5 years. But I live happily, my family lives happily, and I'm very comfortable. What else am I looking for? Must I own a skyscraper before I speak truth to power? These are the simple reasons why we exist as human beings, to be a helping hand to one another. It must not be politically motivated. It must always be sensational reasoning to create the impact that we all desire. Once again, I am no other person than Comrade Agbogu Emmanuel. You can cut your shot anytime you feel like. But for me, I'm happy and I'm chilling by a seaside, and you can see the cool breeze. So take a view while I cut my shot. And do not forget, tell the governor, do we deserve this? Do we deserve this? For saying this, God bless those of you that are reasons with your right senses. And for those of you that are still being carried away by the political sentiment that exists within us as a people, grow older, grow wiser, and learn to be a better person. That's my prayer for you. God bless you. Bye for now.
Okay. People, are they here? Now they see me so. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my people? Right. That one, our brother, Comrade Emmanuel Aegbogun, as in don't come out now, can't talk about the situation that happened today. We can concern our brother, Comrade Tony Kabaka, the comrade too much. Now, not Comrade Stanley, Comrade Emmanuel, Comrade Tony Kabaka, Comrade, you're full everywhere. Then we come see from there, enter ambassador, we enter this, so there plenty. So he can talk, say, peace, suppose rain, election don't finish, make we embrace peace. I know, say, as they come to us, and so they carry and call they give una. I greet you, my lovely people. I see you here. Make I quick recognize my people here before I go. Good evening, Sunlight of us, son. I see you there, Moses Ekato. Thank you. Good evening to you. Ali Louis, I see you there. Okpome Festus, I see you. Prince Edos, I see you there. Collis Cruz, I see you. Joseph Sunday, I see you. Thank you guys for joining us. I see Alakba Glory. Thank you very much for your time with us. Yes, Moses Ekato, I'm back again. You know, say more information day like this, I carry and Mark on giving them because every one of us deliberated on that particular video today. We concern our brother Comrade Tony Kabaka. As I know, we say allegedly because we never hear from the government side, so we are not too sure if the government really go threaten the person way buy car dash Tony Kabaka. So, but still, yet Tony Kabaka now he can't talk by himself. So we don't know where the truth they yet because some people say not true, some say not be true. So government have not responded to that, and I believe they might not because they say maybe the official say the matter not water where they go respond to, who knows. But still, as they come to us, and so they carry on, can they give una. I salute una. Make una hit the like button. I'm gonna give this video thumbs up. I appreciate every one of you. Now they do well. I really appreciate all of you. Take care, my people. You're gonna see another video on your screen in the next 2 minutes from our representative on the issue going on how a job seeker girl was missing and killed and all that. You know, maybe now see that video and they come back again. God bless you all.